Talking Point platform. TTPTB. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
Hello, Fambudem, and welcome to the Morning Shukublai, where they come to you live na Talking Point platform. And me, we can always bring this program to una. Me, your name na Fimata. We parable for today say, that's who waking Paul Maribos, no talkam. Inside the Shukublai today, we will talk about the first lady in plan for celebrate with the APC elected female MPs. And we will also talk about the pharmacy board and concern on illegal drug peddling. These and other things then we go discuss now the program as we carry on. With me inside the studio, I get Mr. Julius Harding. We will come help for Rob Mott talk about the things them we always can discuss. Hello, Mr. Harding, and welcome to the program. Hello, Mr. Harding. Whoa. So like the internet don't start back. So guys, hold on, please. Make a try for connect Mr. Harding back. Yes, good morning, Mr. Harding, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Auntie Fema. Good morning, viewers. Welcome once again to another yet edition of Morning Shukublai. I hope so today we go get a very quality time together. Thank you, Auntie Fema.
Okay, you're welcome. Make we start as Mr. Bayi will join me soon.
No problem.
So before we start the program, I just want to make we do few newspaper review, and we review about the mastership yesterday, and we will continue with the things that we get inside Vishukublai this morning. Mr. Harding, you dey see from your own side?
Yes.
Okay, this na the front page of Calabash newspaper. It say NCRA Director General transforms CRVS and ID management landscape to an envy in Africa. Then we also get Augustine S. Mara, Esquire, petitions right to access information commission. We also get VIP, police IG successfully resolve backlog in police rights distribution nationwide. Then we also get World Bank's per report explores collaborative prospects with finance minister. We also get NP Sierra Leone leading the way in quality petroleum products and customer care. At the front page of Kalash newspaper again, we get health alert and RMNCH collision call on government to honor compact agreement. We also get Foreign Affairs Minister engages diplomatic missions to strengthen the international ties. So if you want to know more about the story, you can buy Calabash newspaper for just £2 and you will know more about the story within this newspaper. Then this na the front page of Premier News. It say brother admits using knife and hammer to murder sister. And here we get LRMG champion in community upliftment and environmental consciousness. We also get Cambia Council refutes allegations. Then we also get the massive ships to offer free medical services to thousands of patients. To the front page of Premier newspaper, if you want them as well, or you want for no more but then story, yeah, you can just get them for 2 yuan. Then again, we get, yes, Mr. Harding, you can help me with this.
Okay.
For the front.
We got the open space newspaper. Yeah, we see the LRMG champions community and environmental consciousness. We get APC shows readiness to work with President Bio. We get another one we say NCRA Chief Mohammed B. Massacre avails. CVRS will meet development needs of Africa. We get another way say Cambia District Chief Administrator bears silenceness.
Breaks silence.
Yes, you need
Okay,
zoom a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. We get the Salon Compass newspaper. Yeah, we see Monster deal on Sierra Leone staff. We get another one as lawyer Mara writes more trouble for electoral vampires. Then calm down. Yes, then calm down. We get another one we say police rise supply. IGP VIP successfully ending integrated backlog.
Inherited backlog. Okay. So this now a few of the newspapers them we go show now for today. If una need any, una can contact any of them newspaper then yeah. Buy them and yourself gonna know more about the story. So Mr. Julius, I don't know if you follow up yesterday on the program concerning the massive ship. We don't come yesterday and then collaboration with the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. We then get for make sure say over 2,000 Sierra Leoneans get for benefit from the surgical service. So before we proceed to waiting we get na the Shukubla this morning. You get anything for say concerning that one day as we wait for Mr. Barry for joining me.
Sorry for yesterday because yesterday we get a kind of network issues with my phone and also charging. No electricity now one of the big problem we get in this country. So I not be able to follow up the program yesterday. However, in relation to the massive ship and Sierra Leone, for me, I think now a great opportunity for Sierra Leoneans them. And looking at massive ship for the past years now, we see say now one of the great opportunity we can always come in for Sierra Leoneans there for help in make sure say we help them they okay. So I think say an opportunity where Sierra Leoneans they actually we need for take it with all seriousness and grabber. The only issue where I get as I get some people they complain allegations concerning this massive ship is that some of them are saying that na Sababu, the one that when they get the opportunity now, the thousands of people, most of them are like a Sababu. I don't know which there is a kind of connections in case you want to go solve your health issues there. If that's true from the people and statements, and I say if that's true, I will also let for call Papa government in attention to that. Say if something is free, it should not be in case of Sababu. let it be free for everybody, even if that lay person at the village is there. If they want come in, may then grant them the opportunity so that they go able to solve the health issues there. As we all know, Sierra Leone, we key issues now medical. We get a poor medical facilities there in the country. So if opportunities like this they come in at the country, it should not be in the case of Sababo. Rather, it should be in the case of free and fair. Anybody free for go register and anybody free for gets the opportunity. It's not supposed to be in case of Sababo. So now this we get for say that.
Okay, Mr. Harding, thank you for that you input there. So I think say before we dey waste time for it for Mr. Barry, make we just continue with the program and Musa meet we will continue from there. So yesterday, Dr. Sheku Mansare, wey na the senior regulatory officer na the drug evaluation and registration department of the Sierra Leone Pharmacy Board, na an interview with Politico newspaper, don condemn dem drug dealers dem say dem business illegal. And also Dr. Mansare be get for suggest say one of the possible ways dem for curb dis menace na for make authorities dem review the 2001 Pharmacy and Drug Act, because e say currently the act only dey impose small amounts of money to dem defaulters dem. And you know say if money dey pass something, some man go say okay, I no mind for put hand pan as long as when na money I go pay based on wetin I dey get from the deal wey I dey do or the drugs wey I dey sell. So Mr. Julius, wetin na your opinion about Dr. Mansare interview with Politico newspaper and the suggestion wey e make, especially wey dem drug dealers here can be licensed by the board and also dem can send for sale dem illegal drugs dem wey dem know say dey affect we youth dem or anybody wey dey take am.
Thank you very much, Auntie Fema. From the interview of Dr. Mansare, I think say he very clear from all wetin he talk in relation to then drug dealers they will get a saloon. And one of the issues where I think say we they get in relation to medical problems in this country now because of then drugs dealers they will get in this country. And if you find out most of them they sell medicines them where are not recommended by the pharmacy board or by the medical people in the country. And if you talk about them and drugs dealer, it's also another form of drugs trafficking. And when we look at drugs trafficking, that's a serious issue in every country. And what are these issues when you always create? Drug dealers or drugs trafficking can always create a social issue, an economical issue, as well as health issues. If you look at them issues there, it can always lead to another problems there in relation to what? Addiction, drugs addiction. It can also lead to crime, increase of crime in the country. It can also lead to what? Violence among the youth, because now they take them drugs down. It can also lead to what? Instability. Now they affected areas then. So from the interview of Dr. Mansare, I think say in very right for make him talk say most of them drug dealers they are illegal in the country. If you go to the street of Abacha, you see so many of them selling drugs. They get so many drugs where they advert. And as well they advert where they sell them, they even call some pharmacy board them where they partner with, which is also a crime. If you go to them transportations there, you see most of them standing in front of passengers there, they sell them medicine there. At the end of the day, they quote some pharmacies there where they collect the medicine there from, which is also a crime. And as Dr. Mansare, like let's say, if care is not taken, we go continue to get health problems in our country. We go continue to get more violence because them people where they sell them drugs there and the streets there. So most of them they sell them hard drugs there. The likes of tramadol, the likes of other drugs there where they against the country, where they against the pharmacy board. As Dr. Mara like they said, one of the ways for solve that issue there is for may look at the act of the pharmacy board. They need for check at the way they punish them people there where they sell them medicine there at the streets. Because if they're not able to put a strong law enforcement against them, things like this will continue. And they will continue for sell expired drugs them, they will continue for sell bad drugs them to the people them, and they will continue for do the illegal things them where they against the pharmacy board. So law enforcement need for come in. They need for punish them severely, not only for fine them, as Dr. Masare said. Some of them, as soon as they find them, they will put their money and pay. When they pay, the next day, they will go back in the streets and sell. So it is not only to find them. There should be a kind of severe punishment for them people there where they sell drugs in the streets without the permission or without a license. There are also many other ways where I think say they need for look at if really they want to stop this drugs trafficking or drugs dealers in the country. Another way is they need for bring what educational awareness, whereby they need for sensitize the people of the people and say, if you're not going to hospital for buy drugs, or you're not going to hospital for proper medication, and doctor not prescribe for you, not buy them drugs in the streets. Education need for play a great role. I remember those days when we did at school, teacher they can always say, if doctor not prescribe for you medicine, not buy medicine in the streets. And which is true. So it's not only the dealers there. We as citizens also need to get this consciousness. Say, if doctor not prescribe medicine for you, we for stop for buy the medicine in the streets. Because now what we continue for buy, now the more we encourage them back for sell. And another one is we need for bring what we call collaboration with the NGOs there. Most of the NGOs, we get so many NGOs in the country where they work with medicine. We need to collaborate with them. If we're not able to collaborate them, tell them, say, when you bring them medicine there, make sure say you pass through the pharmacy board. If not, I see a list of security agencies the way they don't stop because they don't get license. This thing also need for implement now the medicine, the pharmacy board. You as a pharmacy or you as a medical practitioner, if you don't get license or a certificate for operate, they need for ban them. They should be banned totally from participating in the country. And also we need for check the borders them also at the country. Because most of them drugs there where they can at the country, they pass through borders. It's not only by stopping them to sell inside the country. We should also try to check the borders. Because now when medicine comes inside the country, then people are when they sell na street go take and go sell. So we need to bring a very strong enforcement na them borders there. Make sure say before drugs they enter the country, if we go a thorough check and make sure say na a perfect drugs for the people there. So for me, I think say na a great problem for we in the country. And it for me, I don't say so many times say we problem on a law enforcement, and Dr. Mansare say if law is not taken, then people they say drugs, if you not punish them severely, they will continue for do the same thing. Because at the end of the day, if they catch you, then find them small money, they go pull their money and pay. And when they pay, they will come back in the streets and sell. And if they continue for sell, now a problem for we health, because people go buy, and when they buy, it will affect we health. And people will continue to buy these illegal drugs, tramadol, and violence and crime will continue in the country. So as Dr. Masare said, for me, I support her greatly. We need for look at the law enforcement in relation to them people where they sell drugs at the streets.
Okay, Mr. Harding, plenty thank you. Good morning, Mr. Barry, and welcome to the program. Today you late. Waiting happen.
The mic is
you
off.
Mic mute.
Good morning again. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, FATIMA, and good morning, Julius, and all. I am sorry. I want to say sorry that I come in a little bit late. I've been caught up na traffic a little. Well, I won't say a little. Some accidents happen along the road, so the whole road been blocked, and it was difficult accessing. We can do this program, but I am sorry. I'm here now, and we can move. I'm very sorry. Good morning, viewers, and good morning, everybody.
Okay, before we proceed to Dr. Mansai's suggestion concerning the illegal drugs, I just want to get your own review. But the massive ship in arrival yesterday and the things them we them plan for can do, or the surgical services them we them plan for can give to over 2,000 Sierra Leoneans them. Wait till you get for say border one day before we proceed.
Like as I said yesterday, I think this now one exciting news. I think we get quite a lot of deliberations on them yesterday, and finally, Massy Ship is here. It's an exciting news, and I one way we for grab with both hands and make good use of every opportunity the Massy Ship don't represent. It is important to underscore the fact say not the very first time this massive ship taken as Sierra Leone, and I think they don't come as far as from 1992 and so within the 2011, 2002, 2003 and on. So it's an exciting news, particularly so like as I said yesterday, the issue of medical facility in Sierra Leone are one way very challenging. We know the very many challenges associated with the medical field. So every opportunity we get for do with issues of supporting that particular field, the issue of complementing, waiting we they do in Sierra Leone from a medical perspective, issue of helping with medical practitioners get trained, issue of making sure that they contribute for develop that particular sector. I think the one way we for appreciate and like as I say, grab with both hands. It's also important for underscore the fact say according to the head of delegation of the master ship, then say this time around it is not just about coming here and engaging in waiting and engage, giving free surgery and all other stuff. But then we also make sure say they train local medical practitioners. And most importantly, I also would say then will contribute to the development and building of a dentistry school, which is quite good and which is quite important. So I think, like as I say, now one way we for grab with both hands and make sure say we tap every other opportunity where it comes with. But it's also important for let me caution those where they work with them humanitarian and volunteer. Like as I say yesterday, anti-FATIMA, we don't see a lot of people register, close to 5,000 people register. Well, after the screening exercise, they reach at a point, say, then we're able render services to over 2,000. I think it's 2,350, which is quite a very good number. We just continue for hope and pray that those that we are selected, we are actually those we need the service because we don't see over the years in Sierra Leone when issues of such come, when opportunities of such present himself, people can want for exploits, and we hope and pray that this is not the case. And the other good thing we account for realize the fact that they also establish a hope center working with hospital. For example, the Macaulay Street Government Hospital. They say they establish a who did it first until the time reach for surgery. And after the surgery, then we will continue for look at them until they get well and good before they release them. I think that one it's huge and it is very important. We hope and pray that all of those collaborating with Master Ship, those volunteers coming from Sierra Leone, show a sense of patriotism and work towards making sure that, like as I say, we actualize and tap in this opportunity with them present. So it's quite exciting. Now one story we will continue for follow, and like I promised people yesterday, hopefully in the subsequent programs we will make sure say we self go down there, we the ship day, we look at the activities, the way that they do, we talk to volunteers and talk to the humanitarians here and see how the whole process they go on. And we go come here again and report to people.
Okay, Mr. Barry, thank you for that you reviewed it. So like been there inside the Shukublai this morning, the things that we get now the Shukublai now first lady in plan for celebrate with the APC elected female MPs and also the pharmacy board and concern on illegal drug peddling. So what are your opinion about Dr. Mansare in interview with political newspaper and the suggestion we make for curb this menace, especially when then drug sellers here can be licensed by the board and same way so they still continue for the sell illegal drugs so they prescribe sell such drugs then they to people then waiting you get for say concerning that one day.
I think the issue of illegal drugs, counterfeit drugs, selling drugs, for sale, drugs peddlers. I think it's not a new phenomenon. It's quite, I hate to admit it, but now one problem we don't face, now one challenge we don't face for quite a while. And it's also important for also make clear that this is not only a Sierra Leone problem. I think it was yesterday also I look at France 24, and similar issue was being discussed there, and the issue of illegal drugs, counterfeit drugs now the West African sub-region. In fact, they say Guinea now the hub. So most of them counterfeit illegal drugs here. They come into Sierra Leone, Senegal, and other places, and we know the relationship we'll get with Guinea. We know how close we are with Guinea, and we know how much businesses we do with Guinea, particularly now we land borders with Guinea. We know how much businesses they go on under. So this now one thing where we don't grapple with. This now one challenge where I think it don't exist for a while. Whether the institution responsible, particularly pharmacy board, have been doing their job, have been making sure that they put an end to this thing. I think that one in one question where pharmacy board need to answer. But it is very clear that now one problem where I think those who are responsible may not think that they do enough. It's difficult to say, but I don't think that they do enough. Of course, we get pharmacies that we establish. In fact, FEMATA, there is this problem of proliferation of pharmacies. If you come to the eastern part, for example, every single day you must see 3, 4, 5 new pharmacies, which is not a problem, but I think they need to regulate the establishment of these pharmacies. And these pharmacies, when they establish, then get practitioners with qualified pharmacists that will qualify, we get licensed for operating at these pharmacies. Of course, the answer is certainly no. A lot of these pharmacies, the way they establish, now the people that know we probably get money, go establish pharmacy, take 1 or 2 other people, put them there. In fact, if you go buy at these pharmacies, you ask people for, in fact, some not even be called the drugs in name, let alone prescribe a drugs for you, or let alone look at a paper where probably doctor would you look at the drugs where they say for buy and give them. So the challenge we're associated with this is quite enormous. And like as I said, I don't think say pharmacy body do enough. With regards drug peddlers, I mean over the years, I think now one thing we may not discuss now other platforms that we don't come for realize say pharmacy board and every other institution where responsible, I think not able to curb this particular issue. You know, pharmacy board they claim say the 2002 Pharmacy and Drugs Act, well, in order to they punish particularly those drugs peddlers. In fact, the doctor they claim say the fine way that they give, in fact, those way mostly they can catch where they can go audits and all, now one legal amount where they can pay, go back to the business of doing this and all of that stuff. I think me, as much as I think say then for look at the 2001 Act and probably review them and make sure that then puts things then the way they go punish, we go deter those where they do them thing. But I think not to that no one the problem. You know, there is quite a lot of other problems. In fact, few days ago, somebody even they tell me, say, I think we've been discussing passing. You know, they tell and say there are proliferation of pharmacies, and it is not in the eastern part alone. You go to all other places, you just see people go rent one store before you think there is a pharmacy there, and the people that we see they have no knowledge about medicine and all. And so I don't think it speaks to that as much as it is important that, of course, they review the act, because if you don't get an act, if you don't get laws, we would deter them people, yeah, even though they establish laws and they, but I think it's quite insufficient. I agree with Pharmacy Board on that aspect. But I think even the license, issuing of license to these pharmacies for exist, I think now one thing where Pharmacy Board get for look into. Now then they issue license for them pharmacy for exist. You got different pharmacies. In fact, you go give license to a particular individual for cancel over-the-counter drugs. And then when that person they establish, they sell beyond waiting you even license for. Our Pharmacy Board monitoring these pharmacies, I can tell you, very little monitoring they go on. You know, in fact, the other day I was talking to somebody, and they allege the level of bribery where they take place. In fact, even when these people go register pharmacy, you have to go to this, talk to this, that, according to them. You know, they allege all of those things. So the problems are compounded. Anti-FAMA, the problems are compounded. And most importantly, those where the good doctor mentioned, they talk about issue of drug peddlers, in fact, using buses now. I think that is quite prevalent now. You know, go load na bus, particularly from the eastern part, where you know go meet one or two people, particularly young ladies, they talk about medicine. And I can talk quite a lot of things where I think if you get little knowledge, you will not say it's quite dishonest, it is not true. At times, I for just sell the medicine. In fact, some medicine, the way they sell, they don't even know the use of the medicine. They will tell you, say, this one medicine, they solve past 5, 6, 7 ailments then, which is not true. And in fact, when they ask them, those where they buy them, we get a very gullible population. That's nothing we will not go deny. Those where they buy them, and they go tell them, say, you take one at morning, one at evening, or two at morning, two at evening. And we don't even know the quality of these drugs where they sell at them bosses here. We don't even know. You know, what if not substandard drugs? And with people are gullible. A lot of people will tell you, say, well, we don't get chance for going to pharmacy, we don't get chance, we are busy and all. So then people here, they count the pharmacies very close to, which is quite good, which are support, which now where they create an opportunity for young Sierra Leoneans for employed, gainfully employed and all of that stuff, and not get problem with that. For the records, I don't think it is wrong. I think where it is wrong, now where Pharmacy Board and others not think out of the box. Say, for example, then people here where they peddle them drugs here and bosses don't sell. We clearly say they are associated with quite a lot of renowned pharmacies then. You know, whether it's true or not, we can't prove that. Now, then they allege. In fact, they go tell you, say, this na this pharmacy, this pharmacy, established pharmacies, we get license for operate, where we all know say they operate na Sierra Leone, particularly around Western area and all. You know, so I think waiting meetings say Pharmacy Board, then for don't tap in that particular area, they call those pharmacies, call those people where they peddle drugs na them bosses, then they, or even na the central business district, call all of them, you know, engage with the pharmacies, try for train them people here, particularly selling over-the-counter drugs. Then drugs the way person go no more Panadol, stop pain and all of that stuff. Then drugs the way don't need any probably difficult prescription. Train them. Give some of them license. They could operate as agents for these pharmacies. The pharmacies, they benefit. Pharmacy Board also go benefit. In fact, it's a source of revenue for them. You know, but I actually don't know how we people ever think. I actually don't know how people ever think, you know, because we're not able to curtail this. This is nothing we don't go on for quite a while. And there is a prevalence of them. You go to a bus issue, they see quite a lot of people. And with people gullible. Whether this medicine, they work for this particular ailment, and if you you meet Antifemata, if you meet those peddlers in those bus, they praise them medicine, yeah. You go want for even question waiting at the job of pharmacy board. How much are they doing? What are they actually being paid for? You know, and like as I say, then they even tell we say now them pharmacies, then renowned pharmacies here, and then they give them medicine here for go sell our buses and all. I am not against that for the records. I think it's important that other people don't know where get access for going to them pharmacy here, able to access them medicine here through the buses, like as I say, and it creates an employment for those people. We go able to support their families and all, and a lot of people, a lot of those guys doing this now women, which is quite good. But I think now an opportunity for pharmacy board for tap into that. Look at them people here, call all of them, and give them some little bits of training. You know, look at and also make sure say them pharmacies here get they get one or two people we go act as agent for them, go through that particular training day, and make sure say when they qualify them issues them the license, so that at the end of the day we go get licensed agents, them licensed people where they go to them bosses or whatever. Because solving this problem, I think it has been challenging. Like as I say, it is not new. It don't go on for quite a while. I'm not trying to justify that drug peddlers and for continue, but if we can't solve the problem as of now, I think we need for re-strategize and see how much we go make sure say we call all the people here, get them trained, and most importantly have them operate within the scope, so that they don't go sell medicine them out of waiting them for sell, and these pharmacies then again will continue for protect them interests and all. So it is quite challenging. It is quite unfortunate that this thing that's where they go on for quite a while and we're not able to solve. I mean, if you go to Guinea, for example, they establish a particular institution where they give them power for even arrest. You know, they give them power for even arrest people. They give them power for even make sure that they seize drugs and all of that stuff. But I think we all need for, like as I said, this is not a Sierra Leonean problem alone. This is a West African problem. I think pharmacy board need for step up, and most importantly, them pharmacies there, them also need for honor. They need for come and make sure say they stamp the authority, because they are being indicted in all of this. Most of those peddlers will tell you say they are agents of those pharmacies. In fact, they will tell you the pharmacy's address. They will tell you say that this side will buy this medicine and all. So government pharmacy board need for look quite a lot.
Okay, let's thank you. Make we take a few comments, then we go for a short break. When we come back, we will continue with the next issue. This one they come out from Fatimata Kamara. Fatimata Kamara say, "Good morning, family. Good morning, Fatimata." And this they come out from H Barry. He said, good morning, H Barry. And this they come up from Havana to Koroma. He said, some of those medications are causing more harms than good. Also, they have more side effects the people don't know about. So for now then comment here we take. We'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we will continue the program.
Just one platform for news everything our country alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big country. We breeze not a shit, pity.
Hello, Fambodem, and welcome to the Morning Shuku Live program, where they come to you live on our Talking Point platform. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please make sure say you go subscribe. Just type TPP on our YouTube, and you will see we subscribe, and also turn on the notification bell. That whenever we come live, you will be the first person to be notified. And you can also follow the Facebook page, our Talking Point platform. And instead, you go turn on the notification bell, so whenever we come live, you go able to see the things them where we always they will come to now for discuss. And we next issue na this Shukublai this morning where we go discuss na the first lady of Salon when na Fatima Bio don unveil im plans for celebrate the collaboration between the female APC MPs and the ruling party when na SLPP. Fatima Bio said this celebration go beyond political affiliation and it be also get for highlight the collective determination of women them for hold decision makers accountable for gender equity effort. So Mr. Julius Harding, wetin una think of this celebration where the first lady don plan for the elected APC female MPs?
Thank you very much, Auntie Fema. First of all, I acknowledge the fact that you bring up this particular news because yesterday, where I see, I was like, is it that since they are trying to bring in that unity of peace between the government and the opposition party, which is APC, take them back, I say maybe this another way also for bringing that same unity. And in relation to the First Lady Fatima Bio in view for collaborate with the female MPs of APC whenever they can parliament for participate in governance, for me it was quite sound political bridging. Because what I mean by political bridging here is Fatima Bio, the First Lady, is not actually looking at the fact that they are from the opposition party, but as she say, is trying to bring that political oneness now the government, in the sense that in case they can a parliament, and go able for participate with them well. However, there is a saying where normally people use for talk say, in every action, there must be an intention of that particular action. So in this case, I don't actually know the intention of Fatima Bio towards this action we actually want to put on for celebrate with the female MPs there of APC whenever they come now parliament. But me, I look at the fact that whether she has an intention which is different from an action which she wants to do, or she has a good intention as the way it portray the action where you want to do, I don't want to know. Now, my point here is, me in fact say he want to bring this oneness between the SLPP females and the APC females them, now the parliament, I think say a good thing, which as I said at the beginning, now a political bridging. And what are political bridging? Political bridging, now the opportunity, now a kind of way where two political parties them with different opinions then come together and look at a way how for bring development now the country, how for bring development now the nation. So for me, if really what if Fatima Bio say in ready for collaborate in case APC females MPs and Canada the parliament ready for collaborate with them, I think say now a way of bringing oneness. And looking at this same political vision, for me, I think say it is not only bringing oneness to the two parties there, but it also help to bring development in the country. And how it should say it will bring development in case such happen, as Fatima Bio like let's say, in case such happen between him and the APC MPs there, the female MPs there, and it will bring development. One is it will reduce the act of polarization. And what is polarization here? According to political science, which we all know, polarization is a way whereby a political party gets a particular stand. And in that sense, if they don't follow that stand, they're not go able for work at all. But if Fatima Bio able for bring that collaboration between him and the MPs, the female MPs for the APC, I think it will reduce that issue of polarization, that issue of na my opinion, I will follow my opinion. But rather, they will bring in an opinion which will lead towards the development of the nation. Also, if only Fatima Bio able for actualize on what he say in bridging these two parties in the female aspect, I think it will bring an effective governance. The political governance of the country will grow to an extent that development will show. Another point is it will bring social cohesion, whereby these two parties, they will work as one, as sisters, as brothers. They're not going to look at their differences, their side differences, but rather they look towards the development of this nation. So if waiting Fatima Bio actually they say in bridging these two political parties in the aspect of female, I think say it will bring a good social cohesion in the country. Another one is it will bring an idea which we refer to as a long-term solution. Long-term solution is then two parties there, the females then will come together, bring out solutions to some of them problems that they face, especially for the woman then at the country. They will bring a solution which will help the development of women, as Fatima Bio like they say that equity, equality between man and woman. I think say it will bring a long-term solution for them for growth in the country. Another point where I will also bring enhancing trust for the people there. Because as citizens, if we see politicians and they react together, like they interact, not react, interact together, participating, showing that oneness, love as brothers and sisters, it also brings trust for we the people of Sierra Leone. We go able for trust them say, at the end of the day, they will bring development. But when they see differences, dispensation among them, it will bring a problem of distrust because we don't know who that for trust again. So this issue, this actual point where Fatima Bio bring in, for me, I think say now a one way for bridging these two parties, which is good, depending on the intention where in one bring on. As I said earlier, I don't know intention, but if actually intention is in line with what it say,
Mr. Julius, I need to get you. Bye, you they get me? Hello, guys. Hello, Baggy, you they get me?
Because they can.
I know they get Julius at all.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Julius, you can kindly leave and come back, please. Mr. Baggy, you get me? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, tell Julius they come.
And they get
No.
you clearly.
Okay. So what do you think about the celebration here where the first lady don't plan for the elected APC female MP stem? Internet.
Hope my hope you get me now.
Yes, I dey get you now. We don't lose Mr. Barry. Okay, we dey try for connect Mr. Barry, but he's still not able to connect it. So we go take few comments from a viewer's time and hopefully to that same day, Mr. Barry go don join we. These comments they come up from Mama Yebu Tigi. He say, good morning to my lovely family. Good morning, Mama Yebu. And this they come up from Miale. He say, Fatima Bio, it's too late. All na bit. Let her bring SLPP women together, not APC female. Charity begins at home. Then Abdullah they say you mute Julius. No, I didn't. Probably not the network, but Julius don't come back. So these are the few comments that we will take for now. Mr. Barry, over to you. Waiting you be the say before the internet interrupt.
I don't get your
Mr. Barry,
question. Come again.
I said, wetin you think concerning this celebration where the first lady when Fatima Bio don't plan for the elected
I don't be
um
able.
APC MPs?
I don't get the question. Come again.
I say, you dey get me?
Well, I think, yeah, I get you. I get you. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah, I get you.
You get me now?
Yes.
Okay. I think firstly, me na one person wey dey always and think say we political leaders for turn down the rhetoric, whether it's from the ruling party, whether it's from the opposition. I think both for turn down the rhetoric, the rhetoric of divide, if you don't too much, you
Wow. The internet issue. Just not understand. Okay, make we take one other comment. Say Mr. Barry will try for connect back. This one they come up from Salon Clapback. It say most of these drugs are fake. That's why when you're diagnosed and prescribed a drug, you don't get better. Instead, your condition worsens, all because of fake drugs that swamped the market.
I don't know if they get
Yes,
me,
Mr.
Auntie Bella.
Barry. Yes, I get you now.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, they say, I think the rhetoric now one way, um, I think we appreciate the fact that we political leaders and not they turn down the rhetoric a bit because over the period we don't see a lot of political leaders will come and say this, say that, and they end and not in the help with situation at all. So therefore, if we see say them political leaders here, whether it's from the opposition, whether it's from the ruling party, I think it's important that we continue for work in that direction. But most importantly,
Wow. The internet are close to the end. It won't start for actor, but now see. And guys, if you just join me, this na the Morning Shukubai program when it come to you live, not talking point platform. And if you not subscribe to the YouTube channel, make sure say you do so and turn on the notification bell. That whenever we come live, you will be the first person for be notified. And also not forget to follow the Facebook page so that you will see plenty things them where we always they come with too now. Yes, Mr. Barry, you dey
yeah,
get
I'm
me?
sorry for the glitch. Yeah, I get you.
Okay.
I know say we don't run out of time, but I think it's quite unfortunate that it reached to a point where the rhetoric stemming on too much, the political. Like as I've been the same, I think this now one thing we always only look forward to where we political leaders and will come out and put the interest of the country above all other political interests. Whether this is a genuine call from the First Lady, whether it's to score political goal, the most important thing, as far as me concerned, is the fact that we don't tune down in all of this. Few weeks back, we see the chief minister, they praise the efforts of Interreligious Council and the Peace Commission, the fact-finding mission with the All People's Congress, and how the All People's Congress be accommodating and give the Interreligious Council and the Peace Commission an open hand. I think all of us, we need that from the political leaders, particularly the female political leaders. I think the give a be now one way, give them an opportunity where, like as I said, them for take with both hands, you know, whether President Bio in time down, other presidents come or whatever, the 30% quota where they forget now pretty much all sector. I think now one way it's huge because it continue other leader no go come and say I don't want to work with this. So I think it's important that women see themselves as women, continue for support themselves and all. So if this is coming from no less a person but the First Lady saying they look forward to a day where the opposition MPs, particularly the female MPs, will take their seats and then get to celebrate as women. I think it's one way we all look forward to, you know. But most importantly, again, I think we political leaders in all of this need for be honest. When we make those calls, when we extend olive branch, let it not be for score political goal or whatever. Let it come from an honest point of view. And I hope and pray that this particular call we will reach a point in time where we go able to solve the impasse between the opposition, All People's Congress, and the ruling government. And we will look forward to how the First Lady will able to actualize this and bring calm all other women MPs, whether it is from the All People's Congress, whether it's from the ruling SLPP, so that they all vote well and look at the very many women issues. I can tell you, Auntie Fema, there are quite a lot of issues where women in the face as we continue to speak. Even when there is a bill, even where there are quite a lot of legislations where speak to the protection of women and all. But I can tell you, say the issues where they affect women, them, I think them we need continuous and ongoing discussion. So I think me na one way we appreciate this particular call, and me na one person really look forward to that particular celebration. I think it don't reach a point where we for go beyond the political divide where they exist. I think it don't too visible to a point that we not see ourselves as Sierra Leoneans them again. We see ourselves as somebody who belong to the All People's Congress. We see ourselves as somebody who belong to the SLPP. And I think it's not good for a country going forward. It's not good for unity. It's not good for progress, and it's not good for development. So if we don't see we leaders then, people where hold political position, people when are stakeholders, they come and say it is important that we unite as a nation. It is important that we celebrate as Sierra Leoneans rather than we look at our political affiliation and all. I think it's important, and one way we genuinely look forward to.
Okay, Mr. Barry, we almost come to the end of the program, but before we go, waiting are you find out what we want for let's promote them today.
I want for continue to tell people and thank you. They always locked into this program, the viewers, those with the comments, and all of that thing. One for tell them say we take everything in good faith, and one for let them continue for trust this platform because we will continue for going at the very best of news. Also one for use this opportunity for tell people and say we don't get the talking point spots. Now a program we hear for the very first time last week Saturday, and one way we intend for continue with. You know, we discuss the general sporting issues in Sierra Leone. We do a post-mortem on sporting activities in Sierra Leone, and we go also touch on some international sporting activities. So I want for ask viewers to lock in 10 o'clock every Saturday. We will count credible guests, we will count people that we know the issues like we did the last.
Okay, Mr. Julius, waiting are you find out what way you get for tell people then before we call it today.
Okay, thank you, Auntie Fema, for the opportunity for bringing me to this show today. I'm so glad, and also thanks to all the viewers there for your time. Those who send their messages there, I also tell now thank you. Hope that we go continue for giving the best and best of all, and hope so we will continue to stay with we also, and listen to we, and we hope that as time goes on, we will give the best. As time goes on, we go continue for giving the best and best and best. So for me, my last final word is, since we don't look at different issues today, I would like for continue to emphasize on the issue of this drugs and trafficker, the drug dealers there. The pharmacy board, they need for calm and work and for stop then drugs trafficking in our country. If not, we will continue for suffer. We health will be in danger. And they will continue to sell these illegal drugs then to young people where they cause crime and create violence every time at the country. So they really need for put a strong law. Say if you then catch you sell without a license, as Mr. Barry like they say, without a license, so not only for ask them for me them pay. People can get money for pay, then go use their profit and pay, then later and go back in the streets and sell. So I will like for draw the attention of the pharmacy board. May them come back together, bring more enforcement, law enforcement against these illegal people the way they sell drugs on the streets, against the pharmacies the way they sell without license, so that Sierra Leone's health will go there in good place. And also to the issue of Fatima Bio, I hope and pray say if unity come between these two political parties then, between the government and APC, I pray say development will happen. Because if peace and unity not between the two political parties then, we go continue for suffer. Development no go take place, violence will continue for being placed because there are different opinions then. So we just pray say, wait if Fatima Bio say, it will be a reality instead of an idea.
Mr. Julius Harding, plenty thank you for that your input there. And Famudem, this is now how we go bring una to the end of today's segment of the morning Shukublai. Plenty thank you to reviewers, then plenty thank you to one already watching, and plenty thank you to the one that will always the comments, the likes of Nyale, Mama Ebutigi, and so many others. We really appreciate una because una constant and continuously the support we in una own little ways. So until tomorrow, again, we go bring the morning Shukublai to una. Stay blessed and have a wonderful day. Me, we can always present this program. Me, your name, Nafimata.